back on. So yeah, you guys want to do a sneak roll?
Yes. We were just about to do a combined action. I used my knocker on the blank and stepping on these little bodies.
Yes, exactly. That's right. Because you're having sort of pseudo flashbacks to this battle. Oh, good. Does somebody lead this?
I led it.
Okay, so that's 2 stress.
2 stress to you, and we succeeded with the desperate consequence. What was our effect?
Did I even set that up before you guys started to roll?
No,
Did you guys even take a devil's bargain?
No.
What's the
I think we just hopped over.
We could just roll another dice.
Yeah, we could just do it.
What was our effect?
Okay, so it's gonna be. You guys were using anything fine? Like you're not shooting or anything?
Just using our
Fine sneak.
So you're sneaking. I was gonna give you guys. I'll say limited. It was gonna be limited, desperate. Devil's bargain for you. For outlaw. So I don't know if this goes exactly against getting an informant into the ashen knives, but actually, do I have anything started in the ashen knives already? So I'll start a clock as a devil's bargain that the ashen knives track you down. You specifically.
I take it.
Want to use it for us to go to standard effect or to roll?
Because you do have a success.
Success.
We did this backwards this time, so you guys have
Go
it.
on that effect.
So standard effect
Yeah.
instead of okay. Interesting. So
Favorite thing about running this game is that you are left with this notebook that looks like you're crazy.
yeah, like it's just there's like circles drawn all over the place that are half full, half someone completed.
Yeah, with random sentences that aren't finished.
So I'm gonna set a clock.
When I was running it now, I'd go through and just consolidate all my active clocks on the page.
Yeah.
So you have to keep looking
Comes for
back.
outlaw.
Number the pages and be like, this one is for this event, page 4.
Yeah, pretty much. 6 o'clock. I'm gonna fill it too. So something that I don't know if like we mentioned when we started is that you can use downtime actions to run these clocks back.
Oh.
So some of these ones are open, some of them are like almost full actually. Like Church of the Stellar Flame, one I think is almost full.
And the what's the military
It
instead of bounty
takes
on
out a
dock?
bounty on dock. That's 2 away from being full. You can turn that one down. Chun's like captured is at half.
Yeah. At least we're on the same planet as the fucker.
Stellar Flame is 1 away from coming to fruition. So I'm gonna fill it 2 on a 6 for the Ashen Knives come for outlaw. And you're taking it for just the extra effect. So it's gonna be standard. So you succeed in skulking into the facility. I'm gonna start a clock to say, so you're doing this essentially to find somebody, right? Or you just wanted to skulk in the facility?
Well, we just want to like get to it.
Get in the facility?
I'm skulking so we don't get attacked by more animals as we're trying
Okay.
to get to this facility.
So it's a success. So you're able to skulk into the facility. You get a standard effect. So I'll say that you guys are able to lay low on the landing pad, which would have some overhang structures, probably some storage structures that have no walls. What you what you would picture in a tropical climate, no walls, like a tin sort of, not tin, I guess it's not like that rundown, but just a roof, like a angled roof, and there would be some old crates and stuff left behind there that would be kind of cemented there by roots growing over them and stuff like that. So you guys were able to take shelter under that kind of a structure while Zodiac flew away with the ship. And once the ship was clear and made its way around the other side of the volcano, you guys noticed you were able to make your way through the platform into the actual facility itself, through the door that would have been there on the docking bay. So you made your way into the facility, and desperate consequence as a group action. So this time I'm gonna actually say that. Oh no, because you got stealth. And I won't do that.
The trap or something.
That's what I was gonna do. But the idea of you guys succeeding in a stealth roll to get into the facility, I was essentially gonna do a trap. So like there was gonna be there was gonna be essentially shotgun blasts coming at you, and no one's gonna take damage. But that kind of goes against the stealth. Okay, so all right, I got it. Desperate consequence. I'm gonna start another clock. It's gonna be a 4. I'm gonna fill it 2, and it's gonna be Bill Zor gets the drop on you. No, because see that goes against the stealth. Yeah.
Yeah, I think a trap going off and not alerting anybody but hurting us is more appropriate.
That's fair. Okay, so essentially there'll be like an old, it's like a trap set up by Zokar. It's not wired to anything, but essentially it's a false floor pad that when you step on it, it activates like an electrical field. So it would have shocked you guys. So you would have taken some physical damage.
How about no?
So how much damage do we take?
So was it desperate consequence? You guys have 5 slots of damage.
Yeah, but it's a levels 1, 2, or 3, right? Or I guess 4 would be once you get them.
Exactly. 2.
So we each take level 2 harm?
Yes.
Okay. So we can each resist that. We have to resist it separately. When you resist damage, you drop it down a level. But you can also use armor to drop it down.
So if you resist it and use armor to drop it down, which takes up slots on your load, then you could have no damage.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to resist it. So I use my prowess.
Yes, you prowess.
So I have 3.
Just roll it. So we take 1 stress.
1 stress. So take it down
And
a
I
level.
will use my fine coat to take 1 less.
Use armor.
Oh, I use the armor.
Yeah, armor. So down here takes 2 slots.
Yeah.
Fill that in. And then you see where here has a check for armor. So
Yeah.
check that off. Armor is 1 use.
Okay.
So yeah, that's your armor for this mission.
Alright.
So I am also going to resist. I use doctors. So I take 3s. So my goodness. And I'm not gonna take I'm
Armor?
gonna use my armor. So I'm gonna take level 1 harm.
Okay.
So
Described
tingle
as
toes.
tingle toes. Yeah, you get to describe the damage because that way it wouldn't come into effect unless. So if you guys are like trying to hack something, you're not going to take a penalty because you just like kind of shocked your feet.
Alright.
You're going to resist it also?
I'll try and resist it too. Hey.
No stress. So you knock it down by 1, and then you can take armor if you want, but so you didn't take 1 damage.
So for the roll, we get experience.
Yes. Everybody, make sure you keep track of those desperate rolls.
Okay. And then
Probably just tingle toes again too, because I got shocked on the swap.
Yeah, pretty much. You guys got zapped a little bit. You resisted it, so it's not super killing you. And then you took your armor, so we'll say that you had like some boots that were specifically resistant to. Like Outlaw had some boots that were resistant to these sorts of traps because he's probably run into them before.
Because your armor can be, because you could take like mental damage or something if you were like you're shocked or horrified enough. It's not always physical. You can use armor on that, which is described as being mental preparedness or something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You have like an augmented thing, like an implant in your head where you're like you can turn off your emotions on occasion.
And
you have a happy place that you can go to.
Yeah.
So there's an upgrade that we can take on our shift, which gives us heavy armor, which gives you a second use. You can use it twice in the same roll, but
That could be good.
Twice per mission, which is what
it's
gives you.
definitely handy. It also gives you a +1 load.
So that's really good.
All right.
Cool.
Wicked. So you're in the facility now.
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
If I use the ship guns, does that not work towards XP for the ship?
Yeah.
So what do we see in the?
So you're in the facility. I didn't really describe it, I guess. You triggered the trap, which is like the false plate in the floor. You guys are able to get through it, and on the other side, you notice like it's a corridor that you were able to like you can go down and like there's different branching hallways and that kind of stuff. Like it's not massive, like it's not a huge facility, but there's like some rooms that you can see through windows along this corridor, and there's some other, like once you go down a couple rooms, there's other corridors that go in different directions. So it comes to like a T-junction.
All right. I'm gonna study. We can do it as a group roll. I am teetering on the edge of stress. So
Maybe
I'm
Doc
not
doesn't
super keen to lead
lead the roll.
Well, I could just do one on my own.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
we should do it on your own.
I'd just search for signs of life. See if
Yep.
you can track where somebody who has recently been here or where they might have gone.
That checks out.
Cool.
Limited desperate, unless you're using something else. Unless somebody else wants to assist them. Devil's bargain. Oh yeah. Saren is developing a romantic inclination towards Doc.
Oh, that's how this game goes, is it? I guess I'll take it. 'Cause I need it.
What, Sarah?
The cold, calculating info broker.
I'm willing to talk to her like
The majority, exactly.
Right, cool. So I was at limited effect. You know, I'm gonna use it for increased effect. I'm gonna use a gambit because I forgot we even had this.
Yeah, you guys
yeah.
got 2. 1 now.
So standard effect.
That's for standard.
It's a success with consequence.
5. Cool.
Man, I don't think anyone's rolled a 6 for like normal rolls.
I did.
And that levels me up in insight.
For what?
Awesome.
So, yeah.
For resisting.
Holy shit.
Yeah, at some point I did.
You are a studied man, Doc. Studied
Oh yeah,
man.
yeah. Chopping up your robot.
It's the
Oh, I'm
success
considering
and
it
it's the
not off
consequence.
time. Like during
Oh,
a mission
yeah.
where there's consequences, none of us have been able to avoid.
So the success. I'll say that there's actually you look around and you're able to find like through like the dust and like rubber, like brushing some rubble away or whatever that would have been on the walls. There is a map like of this what was the facility. So like the research facility had a map 'cause this is technically the entrance. It would have been like the foyer, sort of. So there's a map so you can kind of see where some of the superstructure is. So you can see where there might be like a bigger room, like a research lab or like a cargo facility where they would store foodstuffs and like research materials and stuff like that. So that is like the bigger rooms is probably where you're going to want to go to see, because that's likely where the weapons dealer is going to set something up. Also, you're going to see like wear marks on the ground where like people have treaded, obviously, so they're going to be like down the hallway towards the left, and you're going to be able to notice that kind of stuff. What did I have started for you for?
Here, I'm out there. Thanks for that.
Takes out a bounty on Doc. Takes a bounty on the Doc. So, Desperate Consequence is I'm gonna finish that clock.
The only way I could even resist it, I would almost certainly try him out. So let's go for it. See what happens there.
Okay.
Beep, beep, beep.
So unbeknownst to Doc, there is now a bounty out on Doc from the Imperial military. We'll get into that one later. So that's not like a right now thing.
Pings on our phones.
Yeah, really, everybody gets a notification.
Doc's like, oh much.
So yeah, so you're able to navigate the facility, so you know where to go,
Cool.
essentially.
So is the facility just empty?
Yeah, like it's
Oh.
like sort of abandoned research facility that you're assuming that Zokar is using.
I thought this was like their base. Sort of thing.
No, there were a bunch of different facilities like
Yeah.
this, but this one was like a abandoned one. Like there are other people like actual research at different legitimate facilities, but this is just an abandoned one. 'Cause-
Zokar probably was just using this as like a drop
Yeah.
site.
yeah, this is exactly, and honestly, this is probably one of the more dangerous of the research facility. Like this was a dangerous location for the research facility, so you can probably assume that they just decided it wasn't worth it. They lost too many lives at the facility, so they
The dragon.
went to Wyverns exactly.
Alright, boys.
So yeah, let's just go.
You guys know where to go.
Yeah.
You gotta do things in terms of action. So what is it? What does it do?
You guys sneak in. You guys want to run in guns blazing. You're gonna call out to see if anybody's there. What's happening?
We're not trying to like fight this guy.
Yeah.
Skip ahead.
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna try to like sneak ahead, see if I can find anything.
How do you? So
So I'm gonna like follow the path like a bit forward from the other two, kind of like scout ahead of them.
okay. What's your background again? It's just like the criminal.
Yeah, syndicate wanderer.
Okay.
So maybe talk about why that would be.
Yeah, I can
Experience prompts.
see. When like sneaking around, I'm gonna know like these like dark like weapon trades of work since like me being around the syndicate. So I'm gonna kind of know like
That or like having been a wanderer, you're used to navigating new facilities.
yeah, like
and
these abandoned places. I've like slept in some of these places.
honestly, you would probably have some kind of like a gut feeling or just like a subconscious thing. You're
Yeah.
like, normally they're designed like this, and like this is not that you would have a knowledge of architecture, but you would
Yeah,
just
actual architecture, just like oh, this would be a nice place to set up this kind
yeah,
of thing.
and you're like normally these cookie cutter installations are just like this, and this. And
Yeah, like if you want to search for hidden drugs, ask an extra addict. They'll find it.
Yeah.
exactly. So okay, Skulk then.
Yep. Devil's Bargain.
Limited desperate first. Devil's Bargain. I'm not going to do the Ashen Knives one. That's unfortunate.
What do you say?
Wish I could find a sneak.
Devil's Bargain. I'm gonna progress a clock that I have set up already for the Turner Syndicate to find you guys. It's a 8 o'clock. I'm gonna progress it by 2 more slots.
Everyone's just coming after us. That's how this game goes. You could use your find code and say that it's like, because you're a Skokie rogue, that it's like dark colors.
So yeah, I'm gonna like with my cloak equipped, I'm gonna like it's gonna go.
It's just gonna pop up the collars.
Exactly.
Incognito.
Got the
Covers my face.
Got a
exactly.
leather jacket, sunglasses.
And
He's
it has, like a
obsessed.
small like hologram that does on my face when I pop my collar.
Jeez.
I don't know how that would help you sneak, but
This is
It's
glowing.
It's also
His
dark.
face looks like a bush.
Exactly. So I use my
it's a
camo
fine.
So okay, so then you're going from limited to standard.
And
And
I'm gonna take that Devil's
You're taking the Devil's Bargain?
Bump up the effect.
It's a great.
Great effect.
Want to use Gambit?
To give you extra dice.
I have 2 dice. What do you think?
This could be, if with great effect, this could be very advantageous.
Yeah, true. We should not get this.
Yeah, 3 days is better than 2.
Yeah.
But you can
That's some
certainly
good
fail on
maths.
2 days.
Yeah.
As we've seen this session.
3 is worth
Yeah.
Crit, that's 6.
All
it.
fits.
I hate myself.
All fails. That's for consequence.
Oh man.
So the goal was to go and scout ahead to see if you could find.
Yeah.
This is the wrong code.
So you fail. I think that's likely to mean that you just got somebody get the drop on you.
Yeah, it's so you failed this like the stealth check. Okay. Okay, no. So I've got narratively, because you failed, you're going to obviously kind of take the directions from Doc, and Doc's like, okay, shit, like this. So follow these tracks and go down that corridor so you see it to the left, and probably somewhere on the other side that shows like a superstructure where there's going to be like on the diagram it shows a bigger room. It's probably where they conduct their business and stuff like that. So you make your way down, you pop your collar, your whatever hologram shows up to kind of cover your face, and we'll say that it's like not actually bright or anything like that, so it's not emitting light or anything. So you go down and you're trying to round the corner all stealth-like, but you trip on your coat and kind of like stumble like as you round the corner, you stumble and fall like on your face, and then kind of get up and look, and I'll say that you see you see Bill Zor, like not like above you, but like down the hallway, and he's dragging a body like by the collar of like a shirt. You can't tell if the body's like alive or dead or what it is, but so you fall, get up, like raise your head, make eye contact with Bill Zor, and I'm as a desperate consequence, I'm gonna start a clock, a 4 o'clock, and fill in 2 that Bill Zor finds the Lazarus Project.
I'm going to resist that.
So you're resisting the clock, but he does see you.
So ordinarily, because you have multiple things from consequence, so you could resist either of them.
Resist either.
But not both.
Well,
I'm trying to think what we don't want more. We don't even know what the Lazarus Project is.
we're gonna try.
I think with
Find him.
being seen by himself, like it's gonna be real shit.
See, he can't hit you unless you
Well,
fail
here-
another
here's
roll,
the thing.
right?
Now that we know where he is, we're probably about to start shooting.
That is true.
So
So even if he sees me or not.
it just means our effect on the shooting might be a little less, I guess. But
I am going to resist. Like, I have a thing that if I spring a trap, like an ambush from shooting at someone, I get a +1 dice. I don't want him to see me.
sure, then resist that.
Yeah, I'm going to resist him seeing me. 3 dice. Resolve. I mean, prowess.
A
6. Sorry, I don't lose any.
That's where we've been
So
rolling
he doesn't,
sixes.
doesn't see him, but he
He
gets
does get.
2 towards Lazarus Project.
That's not good. But at least we know he's evil.
Oh, sure.
Okay.
Alright.
So you don't trip around the corner, and we'll say that he's still there though, dragging a body, and he still is progressing a clock to get the thing that he's going after.
Alright, let's do a group action. Let me know.
Alright. Okay. I don't want to lead it.
Alright, it's on you.
I feel like Pile Driver should lead it, because Pile Driver, 1, doesn't have any Devil's Braggings this camp,
You
this
also
session.
haven't done a lot in a while.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I'll lead it. So do we know where he is? Is he like in the same?
He's around the corner dragging this body, which...
Remember, he's a bounty. Stun weapons, right?
Oh, I was gonna set him on fire. Okay, yeah, that's a good point.
That's the stun, right?
We do have stun grenades.
Ooh.
You can choose to take stun grenades, or you can choose to take advanced grenades, which I'm going to
I have
narratively
a
give you
detonator
because of
launcher.
Echo.
Sorry?
I have a grenade launcher.
You do have a detonator launcher.
Use it with,
Yeah, the stun grenade.
yeah, cool, sweet.
Yeah. Oh, that's 2 though.
Well, you've only taken 2.
Do it!
What's the difference between the 2? Like, it's not a fine
It'd
one,
probably just be increased
Just
effect.
range.
Yeah. Yeah, that's decent, because it's going to be a wheel.
If you're paying like 3 total for stun grenades and the grenade launcher, it's probably going to be decent effect, right?
Also, he doesn't see you coming. I would assume that'll.
It's not going to give you like like an active bonus. It'll give you like a passive bonus. Like I'm going to give you like what might have been a like limited could be just standard
Yeah.
because you're using this thing.
Yeah, so paying 3 for the launcher and the detonator.
So you're going to take stun detonators. So you're just loading your launcher with stun
Yeah.
detonators.
So how are you guys helping me here? here?
I think take cover behind some crates and things and pull out a blaster and then some
Let's
stun
just
setting.
keep throwing stun grenades at
Well,
him.
you're doing grenades, so I want to do something different. So I'm gonna use the stun setting on my blaster pistol and open fire.
Okay.
I am going to like. What do I want to do here?
Do you have other stun stuff?
I do have some. I've also.
Well, you could probably just use your fine pistols, honestly, to
You
and
use
just.
the
Are they
stun, it's a
stunned?
stun setting on all your blaster pistols.
Yeah, the stun.
Is it a blaster pistol?
I don't. It just says a fine sidearm.
Fine sidearm.
Which narratively means you could make it
It
anything.
could be anything.
I just said it's a
I
blaster
think-
pistol.
So yeah,
It's only the
fine
heavy
blaster.
blasters that don't get stunned.
So yeah, I will use my fine
Yes,
sidearm.
Yeah.
blasters though, your sniper rifle wouldn't get it, or your flamethrower, right?
It sounds like a
Stun setting on
super.
flamethrower.
Stun flamethrower.
I
So
wish
it's a fine.
It could be a devil dog. Actually, no, that's like super chemicals.
Yeah, that's like acid.
So don't worry about it.
Increased effect. So what are we sitting at?
You're leading it.
Yes.
So with everything that you have done, I'll give you great effectiveness.
Right. Because I mean, there's two fine things we can use, plus they're not.
Yep,
changed.
and you still have cover.
Opening fire on them all. like,
Yeah.
Yep, he is a tough bastard.
All right.
But also, I'll give you great, and then so great desperate. Sweet, yeah, you're firing from cover.
I have one.
It's not a 0, so that's something.
What's the devil's bargain?
So great desperate, devil's bargain for pile driver. You are what are you? You're paranoid.
Yes.
Get more paranoid.
No, I want to play into the paranoid though.
Yeah. I've been trying to play it anymore.
Do I have anything for you? Yeah, that's right.
I have is check.
Chanzak is captured as a clock, but you've already taken that he's on the planet. I'll say that Devil's Bargain, the body being dragged, is Chanzak.
You're throwing stun grenades.
Do you want to take it? Might not be dead.
Yeah. We have a doctor.
He might be dead.
It's more-
Might not be
It's
dead.
more interesting to take it.
Oh, yeah.
It hurts.
Take it.
It hurts, but you're yeah, okay.
Yeah, because he's my
What-
friend.
what is
I'm-
That's
yeah.
the
Yeah.
point of the Devil's Bargain.
Then I get it for an extra dice.
Very next action is going to be the save. So, gotta run to active fire.
So extra dice.
Yes.
Don't mess this up. Do we have enough bit though?
If I push myself, I could get an extra dice.
Do it. Push yourself. If we mess this up, it's gonna be a bad
But
fight.
you can't both push yourself and take
Oh,
it
yeah.
for a plus one dice. You can do it.
Oh, yeah.
You can take the Devil's Bargain to get the increased effects, but you're already at great effect.
Yeah.
Oh, Doug.
Six.
Too bad the commander wasn't there.
4.
So no stress because you didn't fail,
And success.
and 2 successes. So you guys are
Bang him and tag him.
How many?
doing pretty dang good.
What kind of
3
circle
segments.
pie smack is that?
So it's gonna be a clock. So I'll put the clock as you stop
Yeah.
Billzor. That's the goal, obviously. So
Capture.
capture Billzor.
I guess I'm not going to use my sword. I'm just going to punch him then.
These are 5 martial arts.
Yeah.
So it's 3 out of a
Russian.
6. 3 out of a 6 to capture Billzor. So no consequences. I actually am enjoying that there's no consequences because I've had to come up with far too many this session. I can't really complain though because I was complaining you guys were only doing well the last few sessions.
Yeah.
So
now we're just doing bad.
well, no. So this is
Yeah.
good. So you guys, you managed to find you kind of get the drop on Billzor. So instead of Outlaw tripping and making eye contact with Billzor, he's able to kind of see around the corner. I'll say maybe using the reflection of like a mirrored surface, like a glass window or something. So he's able to see this hulk of a human being, kind of. And these are like big hallways you guys are traveling through, like you could fit like several people in them comfortably. They're meant to have like 2 people being able to walk together side by side, and then also like carts of materials being able to be pulled through. So like bigger than even I would say like a hospital, like a regular like a real life
Yeah.
hospital corridors. But from one of the offices that was on the other side of the T junction, like a door was open, we'll say, and you can see off of like a window that Bilzor is dragging this body, and he's almost like his head is only just like 1.5 feet away from the ceiling, so he's a very large dude. So you're able to set up. He's far enough away that in the shadow and like because it's not all that well lit, you're able to set up this sort of ambush. We'll say that Outlaw was able to get across and like get into like an office on the other side of the T junction, so he could take aim, and you like the Doc and Pile Driver were able to be on the other side, like from where they approached in the hallway, and then all of a sudden you guys coordinated and kind of launched an attack. Pile Driver firing a stun grenade, which connected with Bilzor. So we'll say like it actually just boom, like slammed him right in the chest, which kind of blew him back a little bit, and he dropped the body. And then so he was like kind of being stunned and like forcing his hand in to take this stun grenade off of his chest and toss it away. Because it was emanating this field of stun. And then as well, he takes 2 hits, one each from Outlaw and then one from the Doc. So he's like right in the chest, like they're all body shots, we'll say. So he drops down to one knee and then pulls the stun grenade off and whips it behind him, and falls to he's on his knee, falls to one of his hands, and it's kind of steaming, but then slowly starts to get back up. So he's reeling from this assault, but he is still able to move.
I'd like to do something immediately.
Okay.
Doc is gonna have his fine medical kit. He's gonna do a running slide over to the body and try to save it.
Okay.
As fast as possible.
So because Bilzor would have been knocked back, and the body's currently between you and Bilzor.
So and I'm kind of assuming that they're gonna help keep me safe after this. But I'm just trying to see to medical attention.
Also kind of plays into the fact that you're gonna do the right thing, even if at your own personal cost.
Do I recognize another
experience for that?
Mm-hmm.
Do I recognize another? This my friend.
You'd have to roll.
Yeah, probably.
But I don't know if you want to roll to do that, or if you want to roll to progress this clock to capture Bilzor.
Progress the.
Right. So that's my.
Yes, sorry, you got to finish that first. So you're just trying to doctor him?
Yes.
Are you using any fine tools?
Yeah, I'm just gonna find that.
Okay, so it's going to be limited, bumped up to standard effectiveness from the fine. Desperate.
Devil's Bargain.
Devil's Bargain. Someone is jealous of Saren's love for you.
It's Echo.
I'll take it.
He's gonna make
Yeah, Echo Victor 297 is really respects that I come at him like that. He's you're stand up guy.
Yeah.
You know what you believe in, you just stick to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna take that from greased effect, so my grade effect. Nice. Yeah, that's a 6.
Nice.
Great effect, no consequence.
Great effect, no consequence. So you're able to lightning slide over to, once you see this body, obviously, because it's pretty bludgeoned. So you don't know if it's alive or if the person's alive or dead. So you're able to run over and pull out your fine doctor, your fine kit, and you're able to assess immediately that he is this person is alive. But in serious need of medical attention, he's got burns, electrical burns and chemical burns, on different parts of his body. Seemingly, you would have recognized this as some kind of a torture, and they're just barely clinging to life. The face is bloodied and bruised and swollen and not even really recognizable because there's just blood everywhere. So you immediately go into saving the person, tending to the wounds, like the burns and that kind of stuff, and then even probably like administering like disinfectants and stuff like that, so that this person like and sprays like we'll say the gel, Metagel from whatever it is there. I think it's Mass Effect has like a Metagel, so it's like but like similar idea. So you're able to have this like this gel that kind of covers up a lot of these open wounds. So you are able to stop this man from dying.
Yeah.
Because that was the goal of the So you're able to stop the man from dying, and you got a 6.
I guess. Yeah, 6 isn't a greater degree of success, but I was on great effect.
Exactly. Yes, and it's so.
I will just point out I have patch, so I can doctor someone during a job to ignore the effects of my harm penalty. So if we suggest that he was at level 3 armed, which is needs help or you cannot do anything, you
Yeah.
cannot take actions unless you're assisted. I could negate that if
It makes sense. It would make sense that like you were able to actually.
Maybe they don't have harm levels, but like,
No, but I can narrate it like so where this guy would have just been alive but still unconscious. You're able to like adrenaline fucking thing to the chest, and he comes like back to life, and he's still all like swollen and shit. But he's like, "Ah, shit, we gotta get the fuck out of here!" Like and like starts to scramble with you in the other direction, away from Billzor.
Man.
Alright, Jake, leading the town.
Oh, so
You're
you're
good at that shit.
so the doctor's like right in front of Billzor.
Well, yeah, the doc's coming back, but Billzor's reeling still from this thing. Like he's barely able to. Like, he's getting up, but he's like straining it, like because he's still like
Should we just keep stunning him?
these things are supposed to like paralyze him, right? And he's like fighting through.
basically our job description.
Yeah.
He's fighting through this like wild
Yeah.
amount of paralysis, so he's like.
Yeah, I don't know why for some reason I thought I should go away from there and beat him up.
If you can picture,
You have a stun baton.
Yeah.
I mean, that's an item that could
That's
equip.
true.
I will double pistol.
Do you have an ability for melee attacks? I thought you did.
Yeah, Wrecking Crew. I get plus with this.
Yeah, beat him up.
Stun baton smackaroonie.
I mean, my fight martial arts should. I could beat him up in the not that. I'd have to roll for that. See how.
Which one do you want to use?
Well, martial arts aren't lethal.
I mean, you can make it not lethal.
They don't have to be.
You can
Yeah.
just do it. So final martial arts, that's probably better than a stun baton.
Yeah.
What is your martial arts called, Jay?
Yes, you gotta tell us about your martial arts now.
Fuck.
Think of those Russian martial art you can think of.
Doesn't have to be.
You were a member of the Imperial military.
Yeah.
You could have been a part of a special operations unit.
There, let's just go for the military one. Krav Maga.
Space Krav Maga.
Yeah. Actually, no, that was super lethal.
Yeah.
Krav Maga is specifically
Yeah.
just dead. You don't fight for anything but to kill the person.
Yeah.
It's also very much about disarming.
True.
Yeah. A lot of it is.
It's ending the fight. Like
Yeah.
it's not.
Yeah. I guess I'll charge in there.
This is a perfect opportunity for you to explain a little bit more about your backstory. How did you get this stuff? Who taught it to you? Blah 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 blah.
It was a great sensei.
Sean Zach teach you? Maybe when you first became a bounty hunter?
Mm. Yeah, I guess yeah. That'd do some work.
Didn't work
That-
out too well for him, though, did it?
Yeah, John Zek would be an older mentor of mine from after I left the military.
So it's not military. It's not a military style combat. You
Yeah.
learned it from Chanzek though.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So it wouldn't be a military. I'd learn it from Chanzek after I got excommunicated from the military.
Like this,
No, that'd be bad.
discharge?
Did you get dishonorable
Yeah.
discharge? So you're still working in the Imperial as a dishonorable discharge as part of a wrecking crew?
Well, it doesn't make it
Probably. Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah. I guess that also makes sense why bounty hunting's the only job I have instead of a respectable job.
Oh, you know what you should do? Because your rival is a crooked cop with 51st Legion.
Yeah.
So maybe maybe your dishonorable discharge was like you got framed or something like
Yeah.
that.
Something related to him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because I did also have him as like.
You were trying to become a cop in the 51st Legion, and it was between you and him.
The military place that was.
Yeah. And he sabotaged
Well,
it.
I
What's
set
the
him
name?
up Yazu. I already set him up previously as like my foreman back then. Like who give me information about bounties when I needed them. So he has leverage on me, like for blackmailing for that stuff.
You set it up that you were getting information from him
Yeah, like
That he had been getting information from.
yeah.
at some
Previously.
point.
'Cause he's his rival. He's not that friend.
Yeah, they wouldn't really be giving you information freely.
Yeah, because like I thought that it'd be like, you know, if it ever comes down to it, he has leverage on me to get me to do stuff for him. Because he knows things.
Okay, but so you were dishonorable discharged from the Imperial military. Went to work for the Wrecking Crew. But this fighting style you learned from
Johnson.
Chanzek, the bounty hunter. How did he learn? Is he lost
We
legionnaire?
don't have to necessarily define all of that.
No, that's fair. Okay, so you got it from Chanzek.
But what style is it?
Very kickboxy style. Let's go with that. Yeah.
That's the name.
So it's like a self-taught martial art, like
Yeah. Just
Chanzek
yeah.
style.
Chanzek style. The old man style.
You are putting far too much emphasis on your friend. I enjoy this.
He's my mentor.
He was your mentor. That's excellent. He's also on this planet. That's also
He's
excellent.
also barely alive.
Well, you don't know.
Cool. So you're using that 5 martial art style to punch kick.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and try and punch him, knock him out. Yeah, knocking him out is my main goal here.
Yeah, so using the Chanzek martial arts style to just essentially get this guy out. Like,
Yeah.
knock him the fuck out. Incapacitate Bilzor, the Goliath. So this guy is actually quite a bit bigger than you,
Bigger
even.
than me, yeah.
Yep.
That's what I think,
You're
which is
bigger
why
than
I'm gonna
Tom.
push myself so I can do feats of verge on superhuman.
What does that give you?
Uh,
Because you already get +1 for your melee.
it's more of a narrative thing where it's like feats that verge on superhuman, like engaging a small gang on equal footing in close combat. Not
What's the
like,
increase
So
effect? Is that?
Yeah, you might say that like
Yeah, he's just-
initially because Billzor is such a fucking badass would be like 0 effect or something, but that bumps it up to
yeah, because he's just that much bigger than me.
And
Mhm.
mixed with the martial arts.
standard or something.
That's almost actually exactly what it
Yeah.
was going to be.
And Devil's Burden.
Yeah, so that's 2 extra stress here.
Yep. This is specifically what you said you were saving your stress for, is for fighting Bilzor. So,
Yeah.
okay, so you are at standard desperate, Devil's Bargain. Chanzek is also after the Lazarus Project.
That's gonna be interesting. Yeah, taking that.
Okay.
Use it for increased effect.
And then
Yeah.
you could assist him.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, provide cover
Giving me
fire.
cover fire.
Yeah, wait, are you leading a combat action or?
No, I'm
you
making-
don't want to do everything as a group
Yeah.
action, so
Yeah.
just do an assist.
See, I'll just do an assist for you.
So you take stress for
How many
that.
freaking dice do you have?
4.
Good lord.
4 with great
Scrap.
effective.
Standard.
3 in scrap doesn't
Oh,
work?
no,
wait,
you
yeah.
get 2 in scrap, but he gets
Plus
plus
one
1
in
from the
combat,
straight.
yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah. And if I had a gambit, I get extra potency too.
Your scrap. Oh,
6.
1/6.
1/6.
no consequence for effect.
Great effect? Oh, yeah, because the assist.
No, because of the Devil's Bargain.
Devil's Bargain, that's correct. Okay. The assist was extra dice. Chanzek's after the Lazarus Project. Great effect.
Running away, which is surprising.
Well, we don't even know if that's Chanzek yet.
So yeah, for my assist, I'll just do cover and fire.
So essentially, like
Trying to
you
keep paralyzing.
Yeah.
you choose your shots in between in between Pile Driver's blows and stuff like that. So Pile Driver would like duck to like sweep the legs, and you shoot him in like the chest or whatever. So you're
coordinate
like,
over our communicator for when he did navigate.
well, honestly, you probably would have practiced enough that
Yeah,
you don't even need to communicate. This is just sort of an assault that you guys would just work together.
This is already over.
Yeah. Great success. That was it. That's 3. It wasn't a crit. It was right. It wasn't just a 6.
Does that finish the clock?
That finishes the clock. So you seeing this guy like pile driver like having sort of was taken aback at the fact that the detonator didn't alone put
Yeah.
Bilzor down, and then he even took 2 more like hits from phase or from taser weapons, and still just was like kind of reeling and was moving still, noticeably more red and like kind of burnt, like sizzling sort of, and like veins popping out of his head, like he's outraged beyond belief. So he started to walk forward again. The doc and this like battered man running back towards you guys to take cover. You like don't like, I will say maybe whatever, you put your blaster, your detonator launcher away,
Yeah.
because you think that's Tranzek, so you're like, shit, like I gotta help this guy. So you run in and like boosted by this need to protect your mentor, you run in and like just flying assault this guy. So you take like a huge leap and make this like Superman punch like straight to his head, where he takes it and then like kind of leans into the punch so it doesn't knock him back as much as really what you thought. But then you're faster than he is, so he's like viciously fighting but throwing like wild haymakers and not actually really thinking about like any sort of combat style. So he's just like coming at you as visceral as he can, but you're able to dodge a lot of it because a lot of it's projected because you're so like messed up. So you parry and block and take some like aggressive hits and like get some internal bleeding going in his organs, like, because you take some body shots. You kind of duck to dodge one of his shots, and then you notice just like a taser blast smokes him right in the shoulder, so he knocks back from that, and you smack him in the face, and like once or twice, and he's just kind of taken back again. The phaser blast, another one right to the face, so he's like pretty much knocked back, and then you just you're on the ground, and we'll say you do one of those like ninja kick ups into his chest, and he just like falls back and timbers, and like there's a huge loud thud, and dust comes up into the air and stuff like that. So he's down.
Way bigger than I thought it was.
Yeah, no, he's big. He's huge. Like he's a head or two above you.
Someone might want to
Do you mark experience here? That's
throw some restraints on that big boy.
We should put all of our restraints on.
Do you have
Arms
free?
and legs.
Yeah, pretty much. He's out cold, and you've captured him.
Probably strap some extra grenades on him. That'll trigger a few moves.
just restraints.
Probably just restraints.
That's what they're for.
Why would you put grenades on him and then put him on your
That's
ship?
true. Probably
Just
give
gives him a weapon.
Yeah, probably
Just
give
restraints.
Echo a gun. It says keep shooting him if he wakes up.
So that goes
We
there.
got a cage now.
That's true. Well, you could just keep
Restraints in the cage.
So okay, so we'll say that you guys are like reeling from this fight, like holy shit,
Yeah.
and then immediately dive on, like the doc immediately dives on trying to restrain his ankles, and you're like, oh shit, yeah, and you like put his arms behind his back and put a restraint on, and then even probably you guys have stun restraints, I would assume. So we'll say Outlaw goes and like puts one around his neck, so it like kind of ties it all together, like it's a
Let's
chain
hog
of
tie it.
restraints.
It's really
Well, I
accurate.
mean, maybe not like that, but it's like a
That's
feel,
true.
it's like a field of restraints. So it's like he's very well restrained at this point.
And you're seeing to this man's
Yeah.
medical attention.
Yeah.
I am
And
too.
check on
Just because whether he's actually my friend or not.
Fair.
I will ask if you guys need a ride now.
How's fighting the dragon going?
I mean, as far as I know, I've lost them. I'm just kind of chilling out here, like the base of the volcano, or the
Like
peak
inside
of the
the
volcano, just like
yeah.
hovering above the heat.
When we saw that in the Lazarus project.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, you guys don't know about it. You just,
Yeah.
Oh, we know.
No, that you guys know about it. The Saren,
Oh, right, yes,
Saren told you guys that he was after it.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like people more conspiracy right?
I don't think Doc would want to go after it. He would just be mainly taking care of this guy.
I'm gonna go see the person I think might be my friend.
It would 100% make sense that Outlaw would go after it.
Yeah, I would go. Do you want to talk to the two?
Where you're obsessive.
Bills or.
He's fucking.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna just salute Bills for anything regarding this Lazarus project on him.
But so the goal is to find the Lazarus Project.
Yeah.
Okay.
To be so specific.
Yeah,
Yes,
'cause-
sure.
Okay.
Because if he has it, you'll find it. But if he doesn't have it and you roll well, you'll probably still find
So yeah, I'm
it.
just gonna search for the Lazarus project. That's a thing regarding it.
Study?
They study.
Yeah?
Let's go. What's my effect?
Right now, I guess you're still gonna be desperate, but standard. No, limited.
Devil's bargain.
This thing is like hidden. Devil's bargain for you, my man. What do I got for you already? I don't know if I have any. You have one for you this session, but
Is it like next after me?
nope. Action knives are after you.
Standing out resistant.
Mm.
Yeah, I think it did.
There was another one I think I took. That you took also, but it's that the Turner Society finds the ship.
Oh, yeah.
So 2 went into that. Who's your friend again?
My friend Rin the smuggler.
Ren the Smuggler and your enemy?
Nyx the moneylender.
Oh yeah, there is one for Nyx.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Nyx collects. Yep. So there's currently 3 left in that. I will fill in 2.
Sure.
Yeah?
Just get an ad, you can spend your credit on it.
Yeah. So don't worry, I have creds on me.
Cool. Alright, so you take the Devil's Bargain that Nyx collects. It's now got 1 left. And use that for... You're at limited.
Yeah, I'm at limited, so I'm gonna have to use it for a 5.
Okay. So you're at standard, desperate, consequence.
Oh well, let's go.
Push yours.
Oh, I can't push myself.
I mean, you could.
You could assist me.
Yeah, but
You're fair.
you
Actually,
probably don't want to get
yeah, that's
another
true. I
trial.
don't want assist me.
You could.
No, someone could assist you if they had the room, but I don't think anybody has any space in their stress.
Yeah.
I can do one too. It's just like, I think he's my friend, so I'm gonna go for him first instead of.
I guess, like, here, I will assist in that I have, like, I've already been looking these guys over for medical reasons, so I could be like, if there's something to find on them, I could present it.
Sure. Okay, so you're at 2 dice, standard effect.
Here we go. A 6.
Boom! No desperate consequences. Which honestly wouldn't have been like... Anyway, whatever. Okay, so standard effect. You'll have examined. So pile driver is going after the injured guy to see what's going on just after they've restrained Bilzor, just to see if this is Chanzak. And then the doc is still tending to the guy because he just hit him with a bunch of adrenaline, so he's like up and standing, but he's still really hurt. So you were like, you go over while these guys are occupied. The doc already having checked out Bilzor. I mean, he's pretty banged up, but he's not like dying.
Yeah.
Probably hit him up with some tranq as well, just to, because he's knocked out, but
Just give him a little
the tranq drugs just to make sure he stays down. And then so you're like you check out his belongings, his person. There's nothing really there, just like a communicator. He had a couple like blasters on him. That was about it. But like, so we'll say that you were able to find like some on his personal communicator that he had like recorded a torture session, which he had you'll figure out that he had tortured and killed Zokar. So that's a body you haven't found, but you know that this guy's dead because he had tortured and killed him. So and Bilzor had recorded it, and when he did that, he told Bilzor where the Lazarus Project is. So I'll say that you were able to like use this information to go and like you leave these 2 guys to go down in the direction that Bilzor was headed, so the opposite way, like the T intersection you guys were on, and like 2 offices down. It's not that far, but like 2 like a research sort of room, like a operating room, and then like an office, and like in that office was a box, like we'll say like a crate or whatever, like a carton, like something you could pick up and carry with you, but on it was marked like Lazarus Project, and it's got like the black and yellow sort of tape around the seal of the box. But yeah, so it's a box you're able to pick up, and it's called the Lazarus
How
Project.
big is this box?
Something like a gym duffel bag, about that size, like something like about that size, but it's something you could carry like in your arms. It's not overly heavy. Like it's heavy because it's a
Like,
sturdy
I
box.
can
But,
see it.
It's a big fucking bag.
no, but you find it.
I'm gonna open the box.
Oh my god.
It's 100% full of scorpions. No, okay, so like, do you want to open the box now, or do you want to open the box on your downtime next session? Because now there could be consequences.
I don't really understand this.
So
do it.
you could do a study roll.
You have to see if there's traps.
There's no just open the box. You have to
Yeah,
do
that's
it.
true.
No, the study roll could be opening the box, but there could be consequences. You don't have to,
Do it.
but you can
I'll
do
open
it.
in the box.
All right, you're gonna open the box.
A devil's bargain.
But what's the effect first?
Effect.
So-
Open in the box.
So just because you're sitting here and open the, you're still gonna be at desperate consequences.
First off, it's not clear that you will end up opening the box.
You're
So that's-
you're trying to open this box.
That's right.
I'm gonna give you. Do you have any hack? No, you don't have any hack tools, eh? Or anything like that. What do you have?
Yeah, hacking tools is a thing that we normally, so you can mark that up.
Yeah, I can take my hat.
So it's gonna be not so much a study as much as it's gonna be a hack. Oh, okay, cool. So it's gonna be a hack. If you use hacking tools, I'll give you standard.
Okay. Devil's bargain. Bargain deal.
I think I'm gonna finish. No, actually, I'll put 2 into the Ashen Knives come for Outlaw.
Sure.
Do you think you're not gonna live that?
I
long?
want-
So many people are coming after
Is
you.
it for increased effect or plus one dice?
I'm gonna do effect, and I think I might just push myself for.
And then trauma out.
You want to trauma out?
Could
Go for it.
I could trauma out. I think we're done here.
I think you're also gonna get an extra trauma.
Yeah.
Alright,
Alright.
we're up.
Let's go. I'm gonna trauma out from this, but
Whatever
Kinda
you
makes
see in
sense.
that box.
yeah, there's gonna be
Yeah,
some.
it's gonna be amazing.
There's gonna be
This-
some horrible shit.
To be fair, like it kind of plays into the obsession
Yeah.
that you're not stopping and taking this box back to the group and being like, hey,
Yeah.
Is that great effect?
great effect.
Roll 4, so success with this for consequence. So mark off your stress and your experience.
Yeah.
Can he resist it at max stress?
No.
Nope. Lay it on me.
What a terrible thing.
I opened the box. Damn it.
You succeed in opening the box. Jesus.
Great effect, that's the consequence.
Here.
And resisted, and trauma's dead. What's in the box? What's in the box now?
What are the what are the traumas?
There's
Cold, haunted.
obsessed, paranoid, reckless, soft, unstable, or vicious. Okay, you know, I got an idea.
Okay, what do you got?
I mean, this kind of.
Do you know what's in the box?
No.
I know it.
I don't know what's in the box.
I know what's in the box.
But it would be hilarious if he opens the box. He sees what's inside, freaks him out so much that he trums out, and it, like, his memory blanks on it. He can't remember
Oh,
what's in the
great.
box.
As in like trauma, like as in sorry, as
Just
in
narratively, his character blacks out those memories
But then
as
my-
a mental defense to protect himself. They could come back up. He has seen what's in there.
But then my success doesn't mean anything.
No, it still means
it
something.
means you open the box.
Yeah, sure.
And now and then when like the box is empty now.
I kind of like that actually. So I have an idea of what was in the box. I'm gonna change that just based on that narrative. So I will say that. So you succeed in opening the box. The box opens. And you open the box, and yeah, you're not gonna remember anything that happens after that.
Fucking art.
What trauma are you taking?
So you could describe to Tristan what was in the box for him, possibly. But
Yeah, probably like
but
message him.
that. Oh no.
I guess, yeah, it's
Because we can all operate on. We as players know this thing about our characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you could describe what's in the box if you want to, or you don't have to, and have his character not remember.
No, I can come up with something. So,
Oh boy.
yeah, okay. So I was gonna make it something along the lines of a vial of something like a liquid, but this is different. So, okay, so you open up this box. It's labeled Lazarus Project, and we'll say that. So this is, I guess this is gonna be the consequence, the desperate consequence. And it's not a clock. It's not like a narrative thing, and I don't even know if it's gonna be damage. We'll say it's damage. You can resist the damage. Well, no, you can't even resist the damage. So it's gonna be a parasite. So in this box,
That ain't good.
in this box is an actual biological parasite. So it's like an actual organism that was sealed in the box. That like the box was like hermetically sealed, and it was asleep. And you open the box and you're looking at it, and it's like in the box there's there's a couple buttons here and there, like just like some stuff just to open up the actual. It's like a glass circle, like a half dome in the box that like comes together. Like the glass half circle is split into two. So if you wanted to open it, you could just and like the two quarters separate, and you can let this thing out. So being obsessed, you don't hit the big red incinerate button that kills the parasite, because that was also an option in this box. You hit like there's a green button next to it, a smaller one, and it opens up the thing, and this little parasite starts to, we'll say it's the size of like a human hand, starts to kind of writhe, and then jumps out, smacks you in the face, and like crawls around to the backside of your neck, and you're freaking out the entire time. So it bites into the back of your neck while you're wearing this cloak, so that your collar's up so nobody even sees it. So it bites into the back of your neck, and you just kind of like freeze, and then your character blacks out, and then it's like there for like whatever 60 seconds, and just kind of like in a daze. And we'll say that one of the guys comes to find you, and then you're like, oh shit, and then you look down, and it's just like this empty box with the lights and the red light flashing, and then the dome's open and nothing's there.
You're gonna get impregnated, boy.
So what? I'll try to make mine.
So and then like for the mechanical part, I'll say that there is damage.
Host. I mean, you can just make that be the narrative thing.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense, because I don't really want you to be hurt, because I want you to be like, what the fuck. So yeah, for your trauma. So you said I can come up with my own traumas, right? Doesn't have to be those.
Doesn't have to be.
So I think host would be not a bad trauma.
Yeah.
Can't get rid of that too. So that's there.
Ooh, yeah. It's a trauma, you can't get rid of it. Well then.
Well then.
What the fuck did Dillzor want with that?
Delightful.
Shit.
What does me being a host do?
You just play into it for your experience.
Does anything?
Yep. But so you're talking about, so you're like kind of mindlessly. So somebody will say that pile driver comes to get you after, like, because you've been gone for whatever, like a minute. So he comes to get you, and he walks into the room and like kind of taps you on the shoulder, like, what's going on? And you're like, you kind of come to again, and you're still in a daze, like not all there, but you walk zombie like back. You're like, oh yeah, sorry, and you walk like zombie like back to the. I'm not going to make this change your character, because I want you to still roleplay as like whatever.
Yeah.
But the more you play into the fact that like you're a host now, the more there's going to be experience. So you come back and join the group, and I'm assuming everybody kind of brings Billzor and this injured guy who's pretty dismembered or pretty fucked up, like back to the ship. So you guys call Nick back or Zodiac back to pick you guys up.
So you're gonna turn into a cheese.
Do we want to get permission?
Yeah. Well, so you guys don't have anything to report back to Saren, and there's nothing else that happened on the planet. You don't want to, like, there's nothing else really for you guys to get on the planet.
Sean's Inc. have a ship that.
Yeah, what's the guy
John
John?
that, or what's the? Or was?
Okay. Yeah, we can resolve that. He can just take the ship that's there.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so it can be Chanzak. It is Chanzak, we'll say, because I was going to either make a Chanzak or Zokar, but Zokar's dead.
Just saying, we can drop him off somewhere.
Yeah, so you guys can drop off Chanzak to his ship even, yeah. Which he would tell you is landed at another one of these like research posts that is actually populated, so that there is people there. So like you can drop him off and he's not just going to be alone with the ship.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, as I've said my farewell, I'll say it's like after this we should go get some drinks, try and hang out at the casino,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, see you there.
So just invite
Probably
Chanzak
talk a bit more about what happened.
to the casino.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but you drop him back off on his ship on the planet.
Yeah,
All right.
I'll do that as one of my downtime actions.
Well, no, we can just narratively do it right now. Yeah, you guys can make it back.
Alright, so payoff.
I get
Ooh. Damn.
Well, I had an experience. Fuck.
kind of. You opened up a box, buddy. Okay, so payoff. Where's my payoff sheet? I think that's going to be another 6 cred for the Billzor job.
Okay. So we are gonna have to pay 1 upkeep. We're gonna have to repair ship by 1, and yeah. I also paid for a thing. I paid for repair last time. That's because we put 2 on the ship, and then we each take 1. I guess. I don't know if the ship is all in one.
You know, I was thinking about giving you my cred. But,
Like player-wise or the character?
character-wise.
Okay.
I was like, play it like meta-wise. I was gonna give him because it's fair. But then I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, you two are having a disagreement. Drama.
It's a
No.
polite disagreement.
Yeah.
And we've taken over the ring.
Actually, yeah. No. I will give you,
Completely hijacked their argument.
Doug. I will give you my share.
Well, I mean, like, you could do that, but also the ship could just owe it to me from that mission.
Nope.
Very coincidence.
Nope.
I'm gonna give you my share.
Ooh, trying to share the kindness.
Well, that or he's trying to be like, take the high road
And
forcibly.
I will approach you and be like, listen, like,
You paid for it last time.
I understand the concerns and whatnot about Echo, but I assure you that this is something that I will be monitoring myself, and I'm sure nothing that will happen of it. But this is just the ship does owe it, and I feel though because it is my ship, you should be reimbursed for helping me repair it. And
What's the name?
my what?
What's the name?
Weebo.
I thought this was Weebush.
Ooh.
Just
There-
Or is it yours
Quick-
because you're a human?
quick laugh.
It's a good running joke going around. But here, take the credit.
He's just like ignoring the conversation.
Weebo was quite consistent when we were playing cards.
Yeah, he's a funny guy. I'll have a word with Weebo in a
Funny
bit.
guy.
I mean, he's older.
It doesn't act like it, so let's just leave it at that. So yeah, no hard feelings. I want to make sure that you understand that I'm doing what I can, and I am very sorry that what you're feeling about Echo being on our ship.
Just want to be safe.
I completely understand that. Yeah, absolutely. So,
Glad we agree. Yes.
In the future, we will keep an eye out for anyone who would be like specialized in robotics and whatnot, and then we'll get this sorted out. Like a robot doctor, if you will. To check him and make sure.
Only one place that has, above all, expertise on robot sentience. We've not played 01. We're kind of omniscient, yes.
Yeah, we might be able to work something out, but I just want to make sure there's nothing, inside of him that could be like wrong or out of place. No one's tampered with it to make it so that he's like violent, just as nature, just like
It's a robot.
Nature.
He uses temper.
so.
That's
That's something we'll just look into.
the whole like side conversation you guys are having. Pile driver and Large just standing there looking at each other like, yeah, nobody's interfered with his mechanics at all. Yeah, no, exactly.
All right.
I got something to do, and they like run into each other and like keep going.
Heat.
I looked at that. I'm gonna give you one for the low profile, smooth, quiet, low exposure, because like there was a notable character in the system that died. And then one more for like the target being well connected.
Okay.
You guys didn't kill anybody and didn't destroy a gate, so it's just gonna stay at 2.
So we take -2.
Yeah.
Plus the ship we're professional, we get -1.
-2. That was really
Oh.
interesting.
Yeah, so there's no heat. You guys are still at 3 heat in the system.
Whoa.
So
For being at
I'm
3
gonna,
heat.
I need someone to roll 1 dice.
6.
6. Roll again.
Oh, right. 6 is bad. On this.
6 is not good.
Up to the next chart.
Yep.
5.
5. Reprisals. Where do I have that? That is. Nope, that is not there.
I know that word.
Things coming back. Yeah, someone taking back their role.
An enemy faction moves against you or yours. Pay them 1 cred per tier. Allow them to mess with you or fight back. If you have no faction with negative status, you avoid entanglements right now. You do have negative status.
So basically, they miss one of our contacts, essentially. Right?
Yes.
So you could do. Do we have a clock for Conclave 01?
Yep. There's a clock for Conclave 01 finding you guys.
Okay. I think you could use that.
Sorry, not even finding you guys, but coming for Echo.
Right. So that sounds like the appropriate to work off that. What's
Yep.
the tier of?
They're 1. So you could pay them off 1 cred, or you could fight them, or you could let them mess with you guys.
So it doesn't have to be that. It's just an example. It could be something else we can negative with.
Yeah, exactly.
But, so what is it? What are we doing?
So, okay. I want that one to be kind of its own thing.
Sure.
So, I will say that you guys have a negative with the Ashen Knives. You're -1. They're a tier 3 organization. They are going to mess with the broker, Saren.
So what way are we missing?
So she obviously took the information you guys gave her last time, and some of the new information that you gave her on the bounty with Padre. So that blew up their scanners. Not blew up, but like they figured that one out. And so they're harassing her for information. Like they've shown up physically to get information from her as to where she found the information on the so where she found the information on the bounty for the Padre, and like who took out the bounty, and like
so they're supposed to be endangering her.
yes, yep, not you guys, it's her, but they're.
The way you're describing it sounds like more endangering us.
Oh, sorry. No, I meant to describe it so that like you guys would have a reason to want to, because like you were the ones that she got the information from. But they're like harassing her specifically and like threatening her business and yeah.
Not her business. Her.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
This has to endanger her.
Okay, then yeah.
So if it's just that she gives information on us, that endangers us, not her. She could just turn on us.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
She got feelings for you, so she would
But
never
so-
sell you
I'm
out.
thinking of banging it up. I just want a little bit of investigation.
Okay, so then if it has to just kind of be at her, yeah. So how it'll go down then is that again, they saw this information, like the Ashen Knives. They were able to kind of ignore the Ashen Knife stuff because like she's an information broker, she's going to get information on them. That's fair. But then they saw the stuff about Padre, their codename Padre, this bounty, and they wanted to, like, so I guess they're going to essentially try to assassinate her.
Okay, so I want to pay that off, and I want to do it as like really I'm paying her, so she has the resources to
Pay them off,
you know,
or
to
to
survive it.
okay
like the idea is like I'm paying off the 3 credits, but it's
Essentially-
the Ashen Knives aren't going to take money to not kill someone.
No, exactly.
Right, so it's really giving her the resources she can use to successfully pay.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so then she would probably just like reestablish somewhere, or just like relocation, or even just hire security, or yeah,
So that's 3, right?
yeah.
Goodbye. How distracted? Yeah.
She's gonna love you though, Doug.
I need to keep my
Well,
credits.
she already kind of does. That was a devil's bargain,
Yeah.
but she is really a useful source of information for you guys, and the fact that they came after her is also another good bit of information.
Cool.
Damn it.
Next up.
Well, that's the last of it. So it's just experiences up next. That was entanglements for you guys. Right down the down.
Start with the ship.
Sure.
All right. Execute a successful extraction operation or capture of a bounty.
100%.
1 or 2.
2.
Contend with challenges above your current station.
In the mission, or because like even just like in the
Okay.
yeah, I'm gonna say yes. I 1.
Bolster your crew's reputation or develop a new one. My reputation is professional.
Again,
Yeah.
yeah.
We're just doing our job.
No one died.
Damn,
Captured a criminal.
Very dangerous man.
Yeah.
Save
Save the dude.
Save
Yeah.
guy's life.
Yeah.
Bounty hunter.
Exactly. I saved another bounty hunter, so I'll say 2.
Express the goals, drives, inner conflict, or essential nature of the crew. Yeah, how about that?
Yeah.
Man, if I could give you guys 3 for that, I would. But 2, you guys max that shit out.
So that is 7. We needed 3 to level up again, so we'll have 4 afterwards. So, what do we want to take for this level up? I might recommend Deadly, which just we each get 1 dot in either command, scrap, or skulk, so it just gives us an extra skill.
Just
dot.
right away.
Yeah. The other one, loaded for bear, where we carry +1 load at all times, and our armor is distinctive and high quality. Kansas heavy armor, which gives us 2 uses.
Is that thing that just levels up? Like it gives you a scrap, a skull, or is it just 1
The other one.
prowess?
No.
You gain 1 point dot in those skills, so like your scrap would go up by 1. for
Hell
instance.
yeah! I would say that's amazing.
Skills for
It's
that.
very good.
For what between.
Well, probably is more, so I would listen
Yeah.
to.
Playing both sides, when we release a bounty target, we can make our crew contact and get +2 heat. Snatch and grab when we use deception, infiltration, or social plan, which is like all we've been doing. Execute a kidnapping, add +1 die to the engagement roll.
We haven't really been kidnapped.
We've been.
Yeah,
so
but-
I wouldn't describe anything we've done as kidnapping, but that is something that I understand.
I guess.
But it's you've kind of just been following the 3 missions that were established the very first time, so you're gonna get different shit from now on.
Light touch, you gain potency when tailing a target or when gathering info from target's previous location. And then on the trail, your crew gains an extra downtime activity to work on long-term projects that track bounties that are on the ground. I still like that.
I like that.
Yeah.
It's very good.
Mark
So
that off.
it's +1 to,
Sorry,
to
sorry.
which skill?
We also have other options, because that's the special abilities. We could also get more equipment, including hard knocks, which gives us +1 gambit. Or, yeah, other things like training things, shields on our ship.
Deadly just sounds very
Another dead thing.
Yeah. And it's 1 tick to what?
To either, so you pick one, command, scrap, or skulk, and you get a dot in that. It maxes silver.
What is this scrap?
I'm gonna get skulk because I've been doing a lot of that. Let me just pick a thing, not a blank. 12 plus 2, so 2. I'll get 2 stash.
Okay. Can I find money about
A little bit more money.
Chair's got lumbar support.
Now it's Corinthian leather.
That I'm gonna spend at some point.
Alright, so address the challenge with insight or compassion.
For you,
Yes.
both, 100% too. Compassion you went after to help the guy, and you definitely there was a lot of insight involved in like the navigation and stuff like that. So, and then you told everybody what to shoot on the
Yeah, just giving advice.
wyvern. So yeah, 2.
Cool. Express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background.
2. Jesus Christ, you guys had quite the argument.
Yeah.
And this planet especially is a part of your background, so
Struggle issues with your vice or traumas during this session. So
I did actually give you kind of lesser effects on some of the stuff because of your because of your trauma and the fact that you were here on this planet where you were seeing dead bodies, like where they weren't actually there, and reliving some of your stuff. Your vice,
we had an argument.
you did, yeah. You had an elongated argument where Zodiac was like kicking stuff over, and you were trying to reorganize at the same time as trying to have a conversation. I'll give you 2 for that one because it was a big narrative.
Cool.
Was that 6?
Yeah, 6.
Nice.
One, 2, put 3 in the resolve. And take 1 in. Should I do sway command or attune? Yes.
The tune has been useless so far.
You know, I'm going to take command because I was in the military.
There you go.
Boom.
Yeah, it brought back some memories.
Yeah. And I'm going to put the other 3 just.
I was thinking of taking command because I have the commander special ability, but my dude's not angry enough.
Not yet.
That's why I have consort.
Still more flashy, I think, than angry. It's supposed to be. We'll do you. We'll do outlaw.
So you address the tough challenge of charm or audacity.
He did try to charm Pile Driver with his
Yeah.
buddy
And
thing.
then, well, I guess the
Yeah, I'll say audacity. Just honestly, the
Around.
box.
Yeah.
The box alone gives you audacity, and then you can get charmed for having tried to help get Pile Driver. Yeah, I feel like you forgot that he
Yeah, I
just is.
forgot.
He's a host now. Yep. Yeah, I'll give you 2 for that.
Alright. So then you express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, your whole downtime act scene was pretty intense, and then
Well, that would be more his obsession. But
Yeah.
he still talked about being a wanderer, going through this sort of facility.
yes, never mind, that's true. I forgot. So I try to get you to go over that stuff. So was that just it? Like when you were talking about knowing how to go through the facility and stuff like that, or?
Yeah, that was like all my background heritage stuff.
Okay, I'll give you 1 then.
Just 1.
Yeah.
And then the last one, you struggle with issues from your vice or traumas during this session. So it's-
That's 100%. We'll go with that for the box, like for being obsessed as well,
And for the
and the
Start
whole
session.
downtime. Yeah,
everything I did.
yeah. You did well. Yeah,
You did it for action.
yeah. You got to bring up your man. You have a really cool you can use that criminal backstory for a shit ton.
Yeah.
You got to start bringing that up.
so 2 for the promise.
2.
So 5 total. So with the 1 for prowess to max it out. I'm gonna get another point into skull.
Not a bad idea.
Skull.
Yeah, criminal.
Then I'm gonna put 3 into insight,
It's getting even sneakier.
so I can put up my study.
Okay.
Study.
Then I'm
Gonna
put
have to
my-
be able to study to figure out what's on your neck.
Oh, it doesn't.
I don't even know.
You don't even know
Well,
it's there.
eventually
It's
you're gonna
true.
take off your goddamn coat.
The best part is he hasn't taken any damage, so I have no excuse to look at him like for medical treatment.
Yeah, we take it there.
Yes. Which, by the way, like, sit down, we fix it.
Then I'll put the rest of my playbook.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Pile driver.
Just charged with force and threats.
Threats, no, but it's quite a bit of force.
Yeah, shot the dragon. Oh no, I left. Yeah. It wasn't
Well-
threats. Yeah, it was mostly force.
Yeah, you weren't really like threatening.
Kung Fu fought Bill's
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty aggressive.
Yeah.
There's a lot of force.
So I'll give you 2 for force.
All right. Express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background.
We went over your background a decent amount. We developed your fighting style, and your beliefs. Like I think we went over some of that in your downtime.
No, that was mostly my trauma. I was
Okay.
trying to go around.
We did a lot in, like, you know, your relationship with Chon and Zek, the 50-verse Legion. Like,
But you went over like your explosive background history too. So.
Oh, yeah,
Yep. That in your downtime.
Yeah.
I'll give you 2 for that.
All right. And then struggled with issues from your vice or traumas.
Vice. I don't know if you really struggle with your vice,
No.
but at the same time, like you brought it up a couple times, and then the trauma definitely like influenced a couple of your decisions, and
especially early on. Like,
Yeah.
early downtime mostly.
Yeah.
Looking into, like, examining Echo with your 297.
yeah. I'll give you 2.
Okay, I'm gonna put 3 in prowess, which maxes out. Put it in helm. Yeah. So I do this.
That's what you want to do. It's whatever.
Well, it's only for your training, but
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's true. I'll put it.
You could kind of reason that you help kind of co-pilot sometimes with.
Presumably because he can't be awake all the time. Some of us have to, you know,
Learn
we
how to
can-
fly at some
We
point.
can all fly pretty safely through unoccupied space, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm sure
I
Weibo
crashed
would
the
help
ship.
too, but
How did you crash the ship?
a celestial body came out of nowhere, guys.
And I'm gonna put the other 3 in the playbook.
Okay,
Alright.
cool. All right, Zodiac.
Just challenge with speed or flare.
100%. If anything, it was definitely when you were running away from. Well, not running away from. Sorry, but like leading the wyverns away from the gang.
Yeah,
That's 100%. I tried to like
Speed.
to describe that pretty well, honestly, because that's really.
I should have taken it upon myself to do that.
But
Also
it's
hung out of a volcano. That's a cool shit.
yeah, exactly. But there was like yeah, you can describe that as being like a wicked chase scene. Like if in a TV show, that would have been like several cuts to you would have been like you running away from the like
Interspersed
leading.
with the stuff we were doing.
Exactly, but you would have been leading the wyvern away. It would have been conversation between you and Weibo, like getting Weibo get like I need this. Give me all like take power away from the rear deflectors. Give me all that shit.
That could have been like, you want me to hold the ship?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, exactly. You're just there with a couple of your robot friends and just like
I was like, I already had an idea in my head if things started going really poorly, I was just going to start dumping explosives into the volcano.
Jesus.
Oh, wow.
Terrible.
That's a
That would have been hilarious.
the exposed that we maybe even better.
But yeah, I'll give you
Just
2.
to make a big old crazy scene, but yeah.
I'll give you 2.
Cool. Express your beliefs, drives, heritage, background.
100%. So background.
It's effectively only beliefs. That
It was beliefs for sure.
It's a bunch of belief, but the
Which
the
your-
heritage or background.
What is your background?
My background is travel between jobs. It's labor.
Your heritage.
Is
spacer.
Yeah, spacer. No, so
We went ham on beliefs. Though.
Yeah.
yeah, you definitely went into your beliefs because it's kind of your beliefs kind of mirror your trauma a little bit too. Is the only thing because like so far you're about like fairness for robots and like faith and
So he's got at least a one.
yeah, that's a 1 for that.
And then the vice or traumas.
Didn't struggle with the vice quite so much, but the trauma definitely was there. Like we're being software robots and like kind of ignoring straight up logic from the like some logic, but you did have good counterpoints. But definitely kind of choosing to ignore the fact that this like a robot is murderous. Also, there's a devil's bargain I think you took where the conclave is now on its way to pick up Echo. 2, 1. There's no vice. I'll give you 2. There's a lot of the trauma.
Okey-dokey. So next session I'm gonna create a.
Dude, come up with it. We came up with
Create an
fighting style. You can create an issue. Bring up your background, your
Yeah.
spacer shit.
So I'm gonna
He's
do
gonna show up for me.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, there's now successfully a bounty out on the dock.
So I have 5. I'm gonna
I'm
put.
curious. I have no idea why I would have bounced this game.
I'm gonna put.
Oh
I'm gonna
yeah.
max out my prowess.
Yeah,
Just 3.
Your family was
Man, what a horrible time to have next. My money lender's coming. Doug has a bounty
That's the
on.
latest game goes there.
Everything's gonna fall
Yeah,
apart.
my friend's safe. Me and I are gonna go get.
Nyx is not collecting just yet.
Oh yeah, she's like very close.
Yeah, one away.
All right. Start recording.
Awesome.